Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is April 16, 2022. Hope you're all having a good weekend. Let's take a look at top stocks with a heavy short ratio. So with that market is volatile, we got to be careful. Let's look at some of those tactics on how to navigate this market. So with that, let's jump in. Look, we'll start with a quick market update and then let's look at top ETFs by volume. This is one of my favorite areas to look at. If you look through the top ETFs by volume, it will give you a good idea where the market is headed. And then let's look at top stock with a heavy short ratio. This tells you, can you make money in short squeeze type situations at this point, or do we need to use a different strategy? And then finally, let's look at better names here. Heavily shorted stocks with low RSI and positive gross margin. These could be the ones to start having a quick position here selectively and go from there. So with that, let's jump in and start with the market update. From a market update perspective, look, we are in the fear zone right now. So I can see us going from 42, which is fear zone, to extreme fear zone, maybe around 25. So that's what's in the cards right now with all the geopolitical tensions, inflation worries, Fed tapering. That's why I see us going back to 25 or so. Look, just a month ago, we were at 19 in the extreme fear zone. There is a chance we can touch this also. So with that, let's jump in and look at market update. From a market update perspective, look, we got all the indices, major indices down for the week. So we got to be a little bit careful here and be selective. We'll look at some of those tactics. And banks are telling us it's going to be a roller coaster year. So we got to be a little bit careful here. There are a few good bank names also. We'll talk about that in a different segment. And China's lockdown is going to have a impact on the inflation, so we got to be careful there also. Look, we got a one-day chart here in the market. In a one-day chart, we got Dow Jones Industrial Average rolled over, Nasdaq a little more severe, it also rolled over, S&P 500 also rolled over. Look, nice lower lows as you can see here. And if you look through these indices here, look, Dow Jones is just down 0.33%, a little stronger, whereas Nasdaq down 2.14%, which is the weakest here. And we got S&P 500 down 1.21%, which is somewhere in between Dow Jones and Nasdaq. Still, it's a little more weaker as you can see here. All right, now let's look at market here, see what's going on here. From a market perspective, look, it's an up-down market. It's going up, coming down, going up, coming down. A lot of my friends are trading the futures. They're killing it. They wait for a nice setup when the market is down like this and buy some futures. It goes up. So you got to be careful with the stop loss positions here. But if you're a trader, it's a trader's market. You got to wait for a nice setup and then do the trade. And same story, look, S&P 500, nice up, down, look, big down, went up. So this is where it's a trader's market, but don't worry if you're a long-term investors, wait for nice bottoms here and have some patience. As people say, money is made in Wall Street by being patient, not by over trading. So I think we should use the tactic here, be patient, wait for triple-digit down days consecutively, and then slowly start a small position. That's the way to go in this market here. And Nasdaq is a little more weaker. Look, I can see us, we are already touching this support level here. I can see us going further down and retesting the lows again. And we got Russell 2000 again. It's also set up to retest the lows here. So there will be some more down days. And look, gold is rallying nicely here. Folks are flocking to safe choice here, which is gold. And with all the geopolitical tension, oil is going nicely higher. And look, bonds are coming down. This is what's happening with the tapering. When the Fed tapers bond buying, this is what happens, a free fall. Look, and with this free fall here, there's the inverse relationship to interest rate. Interest rates are going higher. Look, nice and high interest rate. That's posing issue to all the high growth names and heavy debtors. So with that, let's jump in and look at the overall market and see what's going on. I got a 5-year or a 3-year chart here. Look, we got S&P 500 in a 3-year basis. Look, it's done pretty well here. And this is our COVID-19 related issues. Look at this huge big dip here. When things happen like this, you got to watch what's going on in the skew here. Look, skew hit all-time high. Watch here, we got skew all the way. S&P 500 is still partying when skew telling you get off the longs. So if you listen to skew here and get off the longs, you could have avoided this whole big free fall during COVID-19. The point I'm making is really when the skew tells you, hey, there is some issue, high skew, that's when you got to stop doing the long positions and go after some of the short positions. And when the skew is low like this, it's already low here, this is a good time to basically sell some put options and make some money, because when skew sells off like this, this is when we call it skew down. When the skew is down like this, it's a time to sell some put options in your favorite ETFs, which are very liquid, and make some money. When the skew starts rallying like this, this is the time to sell call options. As many of you know here, you can make some good money selling call options. That tells you market has got more legs here. Look, when the skew hit the bottom here, that's when market also started rallying along with the skew. Skew will tell you a little more heads up here. So skew started jumping higher here when the market is down. That tells you can start selling some call options and start your longs again. And look, right now we are right here, and market is dropping, and skew is also dropping here. Skew is 134 right now. It's almost touching good support level here. So at this time you can safely go into I would say some selling some put options on your favorite ETFs, so you'll get some good premium. Let it come down a little more, then you can start your longs, buying some of your favorite ETFs and buying some call options. All right, so with that, look at the VIX here. VIX is telling you, hey, you know what, I'm not too much worried here. Let the market noise happen. So that's why VIX is kind of steady here. VIX is saying, it's basically yawning here. It's not doing much. So that's why you got to be careful here. Let the market come down a little bit. At this time, one of my favorite strategy when the VIX, when the skew drops like this, is to sell put options on my favorite ETFs like QQQ and SPY and IWM and so on and so forth. You can make a lot of money. I know people who are making a living and making a fortune by really waiting for these type of situations and watching the skew carefully, and then decide to go long or go short. When the skew falls like this, that's when you can implement some of the put selling, premium selling strategies, because volatility is high. When the VIX, when the skew starts going higher, this is when you can start implementing your long strategies like buying call, buying stock or ETF. All right, so with that, let's jump in here and look at the ETF. From an ETF action perspective, look, we got SPY at the top here. It's the mother of all ETF, like we say here. Look, nice volume. Look at the 94,000 or 94 million shares traded. And one thing I always watch is the RSI. Look, RSI, relative strength index in SPY is 44, and IV percentile is one of my favorite topic to watch. IV percentile or implied volatility percentile is 46. That tells you right now it's not the time to really sell call options unless you are very savvy trader. And then put call ratio is 1.50. That tells you there are more people buying put options, hedging, because they think market is going down. So in these type of scenarios, there is a very high IV percentile. Normally what I do is I'll start selling some put options in my favorite ETF like SPY. Given there is a high IV percentile, you can get some good money. And same story with the ETF like QQQ. Look, high IV percentile, and folks are also buying put options, worrying about market fall or dropping off. This is where you can go way below the current price of the ETF and sell some good put options and make some premium that way. All right, so we got a few more things going on. Look, we got silver going higher because looks like folks are flocking into metals like silver and gold, and we got gold somewhere down here. Look, gold is also going higher. That tells you folks are flocking into the safe choices. And then you got United States gas here. Look, UNG is doing very good here. It's partying like no tomorrow with all the help government is giving for these United States natural gas companies. And then you got energy somewhere right here. Look, energy is also doing well. It's partying. Basically geopolitical tension, oil shortage, that's causing the energy to go higher. All right, so China, as you can see here, China is not doing much here. It's just yawning. Look, we got K-Web here. It's down big time and not doing well here. And we got FXI here, large cap China. This is a good one here. I watched this very carefully. Look, China right now, RSI is 45. It's sold off here. IV percentile is 44. And put call ratio is at 0.31. That tells you this is moderating right now. This can go higher, so that's why you could buy some long positions in indices like FXI. Given put call ratio is low, that tells you folks are trying to buy this long, either the ETF itself or call options. All right, so let's now jump in and look at stocks with the high short ratio. So this is a list of all the stocks with the high short ratio. Stock price more than $1. So let's jump in here. Look, we got the list here. Keep watching the short here. Short float, high short float. Look, folks are really breathing down these stocks' neck with shorting them very nicely. And keep watching here. Keep watching 1 day, 5 day here. There is not too much party going on, as we say. Look, we got some party here. We got SRRA here, CRA1. There is some good party going on here. Stock is jumping nicely higher. And we got probably one more here with the right here, CELZ here. There is some party going on here, especially in a 1 month time frame, but it's giving back right now. And then you got one more somewhere right here, Beam also. There is some good squeeze going on here. Otherwise, as you see here, there is not too much going on here. Folks are worried to really go and squeeze those short at this time. So my favorite strategy during these times is to focus on high overall score candidates here. Look, we got few candidates with high overall score. One right here, VCTR. It's a $1.8 billion market cap company here. Nice overall score of 87. Free cash flow positive. They have about 70 million cash, and they've done nicely in a 2-year time frame. And look, it's a net margin positive company, and there is some debt, but it's manageable at this time. So I would look at such companies and slowly initiate a position here versus going down the food chain when the environment is tough. And we got a few more with the nice overall score here. Look, we got Citi Trend, CTRN, nice overall score here. And this one is trying to go higher. This one has got low RSI. You could look at this one also. That's what I would do. I would be a little more selective in these type of market situations and go with the high overall score. We got one more here, Big 5 Sporting Goods. This also jumps up and down nicely. Look, very high overall score here. This one also has a positive net margin, and you could look at such companies here. Look, it's done very well in 2-year and 5-year, and they do have about $97 million cash, free cash flow positive company. And we got a few more. You could look at those names here. We got ARCH and ICPT, both with nice overall score here. You could look at such candidates. You got to also watch the RSI. ARCH as an example, I would not buy them at these levels given RSI is high, whereas ICPT, I would be initiating a position here and buy them slowly given it's a good one here and low RSI. And we got a few more here. Keep watching the overall score. Even BT, look, it's down big time with the crypto cohort going down the drain here. So what I would do is I would slowly initiate a small position here and slowly start adding. Look, in a 1 day, it it did not do much. That tells you there is a good chance it will turn around. And then what I would do is I would look at what insiders doing, what institutions are doing. If I see some nice insider institution buy, I would be watching them closely. For example, SRRA party is already on, as you can see here. RSI is 85. I would not be initiating at this time given RSI is 85. Instead, I would look for some better candidates here. We got PECO here, nice institution buy here. And look what's going on here. We already have RSI jumping higher, so I would not jump in at this time. I would wait for RSI to go down. I would go after such candidates here. So all right, so we got a few more here. Rite Aid here, both institutions and insiders are buying, as you can see here, and RSI is 34. In these type of situations, you could slowly start initiating your position here. There's a good chance Rite Aid can improve this insider and institution ratio here, or a percentage here, and this can cause a short squeeze. I would look at such candidates. Even though Rite Aid has got a negative net margin, it's okay because it's got nice positive cash flow. You could go after such candidates. All right, so we got the continuation here. I would let you follow the same methodology. Keep watching what insiders are doing, what institutions are doing. And look, we got some nice party going on in BZ here, which is coming down off late with the low RSI. Right now, we could look at some names like this. Already had a squeeze here, and now it's going down. You could have some patience, let it come down a little more, then you can initiate. And keep watching insider and institution here. We got two names here with nice insider institution here. We got ATUS and U here. Keep watching those two and see what's going on here. And look, ATUS has got nice free cash flow, just a little stronger, and even U has got okay type situation here. You could look at such names here and keep watching the RSI levels. And RSI for U is already high. It's 58. I would not go after that one, but you could go after ATUS here with the RSI lower. You could slowly start initiating some position. You will have a better chance of a short squeeze in that name here. And you could look at names like OOF is already high. Look, RSI is 70. I would not go after that one at these levels here. Generally, look at the overall score here. Go after the better ones here with high overall score. We got REI. I have some of these REI stock. It's been jumping nicely here. You could look at such names. The problem with the REI is already RSI is a little high. I would not go after that one at these levels here. And then you got Citi here. Citi has got nice overall score of 84 here, but Citi, look, RSI is 50, middle of the road. You could buy slowly, but it's already gone higher. I would wait a little bit. And this one, it's a very low price stock, doesn't jump too much. And we got one more here with the nice high score, Future Holdings, which is a China-based company into trading. And look, this one has got RSI 46. There's a chance that this can go higher. And this has got nice cash and nice cash flow here. Chinese name, it can come down a little more. You could slowly start initiating. This also goes up and down very violently. All right, now let's look at a few more names here. Continuation, follow same methodology. Keep watching what insiders are doing, what institutions are doing. And we got a few names here. Asana. Asana is one of my favorite trading stock of late. This is jumping up and down nicely. Nice support from the CEO, founder and CEO here. When the Asana jumps down like this with a low RSI 38, you could slowly start initiating. This also jumps up and down nicely. And I got a few names with the nice performance here. Look, Guess looks like it's going up nicely here. And right now RSI 61. I would not buy at these levels. Instead, I would look at better candidates. All right, look, we got one more name here, Shift4. Shift4 has got nice insider buy, as you can see here. And right now RSI is 53. I would wait for this to come down a little more and then buy it. I typically like to buy when the RSI is less than 50. That way there is some more chance of this going higher. All right, so we got a few more here. We got Fubo and so on and so forth. but keep watching the overall score here. Go after the better candidates, you'll have a better chance here. We got one more with nice overall score here, which is I think it's a parts not parts, it's a PetMed Express here. Nice overall score of 83 here, and look, RSI is 38. You could look at such candidates here. This could be a good one to slowly initiate, given it's got high overall score and it's got free cash flow positive, and also there is a nice $109 million on the balance sheet. All right, so it's a continuation. You could look at these names, follow same methodology, and look at the ones with nice overall score here, and also see what's going on in 1 day, 5 day, and if the party is already on with the high RSI, I would skip those candidates, go after low RSI candidates, and keep watching what insiders or institution doing, and follow that method. All right, now let's look at stocks with the heavy short ratio, low RSI, and positive gross margin. This is the list I typically look at to initiate a short squeeze type position here. With that, this, as you can see here, still we got high short ratio. Short ratio is high, and keep watching the RSI level here. RSI is low here, below 50. These are the stocks that are sold off here, and keep watching the gross margin here. Right here, gross margin is positive. That tells you these companies have got some discipline on their bottom line, and they control their gross margin nicely with a positive gross margin. I would follow same methodology. Look at the overall score, higher the better, and go from there. We got few here. We got Victory, VCTR, $27 stock right now, low RSI. Look, it's got a nice overall score of 87. You could look at such situation here, and one more here, CTRN. You could look at such situation here. RSI is 46. You could look at that one too. And even Camping World, this has been going down off late. You could look at this one also here. Nice overall score of 58. Normally, I love the ones with the free cash flow positive, like the first two here. And we got one more here. When the free cash flow is negative, you got to be a little more extra careful. Scale very slowly, buy very slowly, and don't jump in. And we got few more here with nice overall score here. ICPT, we talked about it. Nice overall score. You could look at that one too, and keep watching insider and institution here. We got few names here like VUZI here, and this one has got at least institution buying, and you could look at such names here. It's RSI 40. You could slowly start looking at those names here, and keep watching net margin. Higher the better. We want nice profitable companies. Like ACMR as an example. This is having some hard time off late. There is some worry about delisting of this company because it does a lot of business on the chip sector in the Asian and Chinese market. That's why it's going down here. Such names, be a little more careful. Unless you're a trader, you should be a little careful here. Given it's got very good overall score here, you could slowly start initiating, but be careful. There will be some worries about delisting. That might take some time. That's why this stock is suffering of late. All right, so then we got few more here like VRM. This is one of those stocks where all these car vending machines are going out of style at this time, but looks like this has got good, okay gross margin, but stock is going down. I would be careful in such names here. It's got good cash, but free cash flow is negative at this time. All right, so we got continuation going on here. Keep watching what insiders doing, what institutions are doing. We got one with I think we talked about this one here. Nice insider buy. Asana, we talked about that one too. And look, keep watching the overall score here. We got a few with nice overall score. Look, we got Hibet, $45 stock, nice overall score here, and it's got cash 17 million, free cash flow positive, and it's also trying to go higher right now. You could look at such names here. Still RSI is below 50. This can still go higher. All right, so let's continue here, and we got continuation. Keep watching insider institutions here, see what they're doing. We got one here, AZRE. Look, it's got nice institution buy here, and stock is responding slowly here. 1 day up when the market is down big time, and RSI is 41 here. You could look at AZRE here. I think they're into power. You could buy these type of companies slowly, you'd be fine. And then we got Kirkland here, KIRK. This used to be a big stock and going up nicely a couple of years ago. Now it's down to earth. Look, RSI is 32 here. Stock is responding slowly. You could look at such names here. This can go higher. And then you got a few more here. Keep watching insider institution here. Groupon, look here. We got insider as well as institution buying here. Our overall score is 55, which is pretty okay. You could look at such name here. Look, RSI is 50, middle of the road. This can also go higher. And we got last but not least Riot Blockchain. Look, nice overall score. You could look at that one also here. Right now stock is having some pain. Look, it's down, but it's got a nice gross margin. You could look at that one as well as Overstock, which is relatively okay here. All right, look, we got I think we covered a lot, so let's keep going here. All right, so thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.